Did you know that more than 130 million children around the world are not in school? It's sad, isn't it? These children just want to learn, to read books, and write with their new crayons, just like you and me. But for some children, going to school is not an option. Their parents don't think that girls should get educated. They say girls should stay at home instead. But you know what? Going to school is a human right. Every child, girl, or boy should be able to learn and grow. You agree, don't you? Of course you do. Sometimes just wanting something to be right doesn't make it happen. Sometimes you need a hero, someone with the courage to speak up and make a change. And that someone can be you. You may not wear a cape, but you have something even more powerful, your voice. Today, I'll share with you the story of a little girl who was unafraid to use hers. Let's meet our special friend. Hello, friends. Welcome to our club. Today, we're going to talk about a little girl named Malala. Malala was just an ordinary girl who loved to draw, read books, and spend time with her family and friends. She was born in a beautiful place called Swat Valley in Pakistan. The mountains were tall and green and the river flowed like silver through the land. But one day strange men arrived in Swat Valley. They were called the Taliban. These men made very strict rules for everyone to follow. Now, until then, girls in the valley had been free to go to school and play outside, just like everywhere else in the world. But the Taliban didn't think that girls should go to school. They said girls should stay at home instead. When Malala heard this, she felt very sad and angry. She thought, why can't girls go to school? We can learn and become doctors, teachers, and even prime ministers one day. I can do anything boys can do. For many girls in the valley, this new rule meant they could not leave their homes anymore. They cried and begged their parents to let them go to school, but their parents were scared of the Taliban and wouldn't listen. Malala felt terrible seeing her friends cry and she wanted to help them. But how could one little girl fight against the Taliban? Well, Malala was no ordinary girl. She was a hero in disguise. Inside her heart, she had a superpower, the superpower of speaking out. Malala started writing down everything she saw and felt. She wrote about her friends who were afraid to go outside and about her classmates who dreamed of becoming doctors and teachers. She wrote about how the Taliban had taken away their chance to learn. Then she did something very brave. She gave her stories to the BBC. The BBC published her stories in their Urdu service. Everyone could hear her words now. The whole world was watching. This made the Taliban very mad. They were furious that one little girl had spoken out against them. They threatened her and her family, telling them to stop speaking out. But Malala was not afraid. She thought, it's not fair that girls are not allowed to go to school. We should all be able to learn. Then, one day, while Malala was on her way home from school, some armed men stopped her bus and asked everyone to come out. When they found Malala, they took her to a quiet place and shot her in the head. Malala fell to the ground, her head filled with pain. She was rushed to the hospital, but doctors could not save her at first. They put her in a medically induced coma and flew her to a hospital in England, where she slowly began to wake up. Malala had survived, but she had been shot in the head. Yes. She never imagined that one day she might not wake up again. Luckily, Malala did wake up. She spent a few months recovering before she could go back home to Pakistan. When the whole world heard about what happened to Malala, they were sad and scared. They were sad because a young girl had been shot for just wanting to go to school. They were scared because they wondered if other girls would also be in danger. But as the days passed, something amazing happened. People all over the world started to speak up for Malala. Students marched to the streets, holding signs that said, "Bring back books, not bullets." Famous actors, singers, and politicians talked about her story in newspapers, on television, and online. Slowly, the world began to pay attention. After she recovered, Malala continued to speak out against the Taliban. She visited schools and talked to children about the importance of education. She met the President of Pakistan and asked him to do more to protect girls like her. She even spoke at the United Nations. And guess what? Because of Malala's courage, the whole world began to change. More and more people started to speak out against the Taliban. Many governments took action to protect girls who wanted to go to school. The Taliban lost power and had to leave Swat Valley. And today, thanks to Malala, thousands of girls go to school every day. Malala's story matters to us because it shows us that even a small girl can change the world. It shows us that we should always speak up for what is right, no matter how scared we are. It shows us that we should never give up hope, no matter how difficult things seem. Malala didn't have a cape or superpowers. She was just a girl who cared about other girls and wanted them to have the same chance to learn as she did. That's why we love her. You may be thinking, "I'm just a kid. How can I make the world a better place?" But you can start by speaking up. If you see something that's not right, speak up. If you see a bully hurting someone, speak up. If you see someone being left out, speak up. If you see someone being treated unfairly, speak up. Speaking up is the first step to making the world a better place. Let's look at some ways you can use your superpower of speaking out. 1. Be a good friend. If your friend is being bullied, ask an adult for help. Your friend needs your support. 2. Help those in need. If you see someone who is hungry or thirsty, offer them some food or drink. 3. Protect the environment. Turn off the lights and fans when you leave a room. Save water. Recycle paper. Use reusable bags when you go shopping. 4. Be kind to animals. Don't tease them or harm them in any way. Be respectful towards all living beings. 5. Respect differences. We're all unique. We have different colors of skin, different religions, and we speak different languages. Let's celebrate these differences instead of fighting over them. Friends, Malala's story is an inspiration for all of us. She teaches us that one child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. And you are one of those children. You have the power to make a difference in the world. So never be afraid to speak up. Let your voice be heard. Let's make Malala proud. If you liked this story, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Also, subscribe to our channel for more fun and educational stories. Thank you for watching. Keep speaking out and make the world a better place. Bye!